How's it going, everyone? Here we are with another game of the week. This week I'm with Josh Martel. What's up, buddy?
What's up, people?
Two-time champ. You want to give some advice to everyone out there?
Hey, man, just work that wire.
Work that wire.
Pick up them studs.
First year you did good. Last year, I think it was a little luck.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody's going to have luck, though. When is a lucky, man?
We're going to jump into this here. You were a little crammed with time with work, so I did the reviews for last week. I'll run down those real quick, and then we'll get into predictions for next week.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right, last week, Dropping Seeds won 8-4. He beat Derek. I think I did predict an 8-4 victory. MVP Phil Hughes nearly had a no-hitter, and Derek's GOAT Brandon Idge. Pretty bad. Short Bus won 8-4. MVP, a reliever, Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson had a good week. In 3 innings, only allowing 2 hits, 3 Ks, and 2 saves. GOAT, Martel, Gordon Beckham. 3 for 20, 4 total bases. Your solid keeper, 3 for 20, 4 total bases. And Tom beat up Manilow, 11-0-1. Tom's MVP, Mark Reynolds, the first pick this year, is lightening it up. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, he even added a steal. GOAT, Chris Volstead. It was pretty close before Chris Volstead pitched. He got lit up. 10 innings pitched, 12 hits, 4 walks, only 2 Ks, 10 earned runs. And then we had the Evil Empire win 7-2-3. Chris Buck got a little unlucky with some of the ties. With Justin Morneau, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, 27 total bases. That's impressive. GOATs, I'm going to give it to Edgar Renteria and Polanco. Combined, 4 for 29. Over in the East, we had the Gray unit win 11-1. Kicked the shit out of Cooksey. MVP, Kendry Morales. He had 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 25 total bases. GOAT, Hanley Ramirez. He batted 182.
Guess he didn't have that big week against you after all.
No, I did predict it. He usually does. Then we're going to go on to a tie. Nick, 76% white, tied Chuck, the third base club. Co-MVPs, Adrian Gonzalez, 4 home runs. And for Chuck, Marlon Byrd, he batted 500. The GOAT, Jason Kendall, killed your average, Nick. And Carlos Quinton, 0 for 13. And then we're going to go to O's. O's beat him up pretty good. 9-3. Matty, I thought he was going to keep it close, but he didn't. MVP, like I said, Matt Wieters and John Danks. Danks was 2-0 with a 1.68 ERA, 14 Ks. Matty's GOAT, Audrey Hupp, 3 for 20. We're going to go to Twin Tornadoes and Murray. 5-5-2 tie. MVPs, Kelly Johnson for Lemansky, 4 home runs. For Murray, MVP, Mike Pelfrey, 2 wins, 9 Ks, 0 ERA, and 2 starts. Impressive for Murmur. Good waiver wire pickup. GOATs, Cody Ross, Dan Herron. Dan Herron had the win, but it was a 7 earned run win. So that's not that good. And that's it for this week with the reviews. Martel, who do you got this week with the prediction?
All right, we got Slide at 5th this week. We got Greinke, Latos, and Santos going twice. Slide, you got no one going twice this week. So like some of his batters, you got Johan going this week. I think he's got the upset and he beats Fist. Then we'll move on to 76% white power at WebGem. WebGem's only got 4 starts, but he's got Buckholz and Lester. Nick's got PV, Pavano, and Harang. I like Buckholz and Lester a lot better than those other guys. See WebGem's taking white power down this week.
I'm pretty interested to see. Excuse me. I'm pretty interested to see how Nick's new outfield does with that trade.
Yeah.
We'll go over the trades before the end of the day. Don't worry.
All right. My game of the week, I got O's against third base. Third base, he's got Roy Halladay and Jared Weaver both going twice. I know O's is having a better start to the season.
Yeah, he's ripping it up.
But Halladay's a stud over there in the National League. I don't see him getting beat this week. And then my upset of the week, Twins at Gray Unit. Gray Unit is in fuego, as he would say.
Yeah.
But I see Lemansky pulling this one out. He's got quite a few starters going twice.
He needs to chime in if he's going to pull that off.
And I think in the second half of the week, Curtis Cranston's going to hit about 3 or 4.
All right, thanks, Josh. Let me jump into this here. First week with non-divisional games. So we have Testa versus Tom. Pitching-wise, Edward Jackson and Josh Johnson for Tom going twice. But Testa has a whole lot of guys with 2 start weeks. He's got Gallardo, Carlos Silva, Verlander, Derek Lowe. Pretty much Testa got all these guys going twice this week. I think he can control the pitching, pluck them in whenever he wants. The relievers, I'd give a small advantage to Testa. So on the pitching side, I think Testa has an advantage this week. Hitting, Mark Reynolds, Robinson Cano, and the returning Ryan Zimmerman. They're carrying Tom right now. Tom's offense is looking pretty sweet. Pedroia slipping since batting third. It hasn't really been that great. Upton, where the hell is he? Votto and Cabrera are doing nice. Advantage Tom on the offense. But Testa wins 7-5. He can control the pitching. And Tom has a slight advantage with the yo, but I still like Testa. Manilow versus Martel. Manilow's having a rough start of the season. Martel, you got Liriano twice this week. Relievers, you got ugly relievers, but you still got better relievers than him. He has nice setup guys, but I think you should win saves. He got Kyle Loesch twice. Whatever. I give you the advantage with the pitching. Offensively, Manilow adds his 2 new arrivals, Matt Holliday and Prince Fielder. Even if he doesn't have a great season this year, his keepers are 10 times better than they were last year. Mix in Steven Strasburg, and he's looking good for the future. Now on to you offensively, Martel. Beckham, weak, man. But it's all right. You got Soriano, who's been a pleasant surprise this year, really bouncing back. Utley and Crawford, pretty much studs. And Drew Stubbs, Barbone, man. I thought those were nice sleepers for you, but so far, not so much.
He had a good week last week, getting 387 or so with 3 steals, so I'm hoping he's coming alive.
Yeah, hopefully he's coming alive. I like you this week, 8-4. All right, then we're going to move to the not-so-much game of the week. Nation of Domination versus the new guy. Buck, he's got Beckett twice against Toronto and Baltimore. Beckett's been hit and miss this year so far. Then he gets Doug Davis twice. I don't even know what this guy's doing on his roster. Ugh. Bonderman for Derek twice, plus the return of Cliff Lee at Texas. I don't know. I'm predicting shaky things there. I'm going to give the advantage to Buck this week. Hitting-wise, Ty Wigginton, nice pickup. Bay and Ichiro, kind of came alive last. But then Derek, you got Aaron Hill back. What's he going to do? He had a home run. We'll see. Michael Young's been a nice add with Jason Worth, kind of carrying his offense, making it somewhat respectable. This week, I'm calling it a 6-6 tie. And then I'm going to go to my game of the week. Evil Empire versus Dropping Seeds. Krillman's got a half-game lead over Testa. Donnie is 12 games over 500. Pitching-wise, Keith has 2 starts weeks from Phil Hughes and Chris Carpenter. And Donnie's 2-start pitcher this week is C.J. Wilson. Relievers, the only one in this matchup is Fernando Rodney. I'm assuming he'll get a save, so advantage Donnie. Offensively, Johnny Damon and Justin Morneau seem to be carrying you, Donnie, while Berkman is back for Keith, and J.D. Drew, I think he's going to have a good week. Sometimes he goes off on these little spurts where he does nice, so I like J.D. Drew this week. Overall, I like Krillman 7-3-2. So that's that. That's my prediction, Martel. There was 2 trades this week. I don't have them in front of me, but off the top of my head, Adam Jones, Jay Bruce, and Hunter Pence for pretty much Matt Holliday. What do you think of that?
I think that's a lot to give up.
I think that's a lot to give up. I think it's going to be worth it. I don't know. You guys still on the Hunter Pence bandwagon waiting for that clown to break out?
Negative.
I don't see it.
I've already gotten offers, Hunter Pence my way 6 times in the last 3 days.
I don't see Hunter Pence ever breaking out. Other than that month back in 2008 that Jay Bruce had for me, what has he done besides, hit a few home runs and bat 220? I don't know, it could go either way. Right now I like it for Manilow because he's got the keeper, but I don't know. We'll see.
Adam Jones turns it around. It'd be good for Nick.
Yeah, and then we got Ben Zobrist and Victor Martinez for one of the Molina brothers and Prince Fielder, man. I'm surprised Murray gave up on him. Murray gave up 2 of his stud young keepers so far for well, we got Howard. I actually like the Howard trade for Longoria because I think Howard gives you more than Longoria. But Longoria's a third baseman, and there's not very many stud third basemen around. But it's tough to. I liked the Prince and Howard connection. I don't know. I think he could have got a little more if he, shopped him out there a little bit.
I try to get my name out there in the trade.
Yeah, you want to plug anyone for a trade?
Alex Rios, I got some speed guys. Looking for a pitcher with some Ks. Maybe a bat.
All right, guys. So I think that's going to do it for this week's Game of the Week. Someone step up and do it with me next week. All right, guys. See you later.